Good morning, Princess, and welcome, members of the court. It is debarkation morning here aboard the beautiful new Norwegian Prima, and outside these doors is the port of Galveston, a place that I've not been to before. And yeah, there she is. The port right back there. Well, I've got this, so I can't really point. And, well, won't be here too long. Gotta make my way to the airport and fly home. I know, joy. 6:30 here in Texas. I sent one bag, and just a small rollerboard is with me because I needed clothes. It is in the low 60s outside, and I'm prepared for it. At least it's not as bad as it was in New York. In the 40s, I think, when I left the hotel in the morning. And it will warm up rather quickly. It was cool yesterday at sea. So, no, well, I did got in the pool for a little bit, but it was way too cold for the water slide or anything else. No problem. Nice, relaxing indoor day. There was a problem with the photos yesterday. I should check that again. Of course, I can always just recreate them. So, no worries there. Here we go. These are the lights that only started working 2 nights ago, I think. I had been out here before, and they were definitely not this illuminated. It would have been a nice night to sleep out here. Still don't know if that's allowed or not, but I will not get my chance. Still pretty, though. I do keep wondering at some of these major cruise ports why there aren't, like, terminals or at least bridges to board the ship. It's always down on the lower deck gangway. I mean, Nassau, St. Thomas could do something like that. I did hear some guests remark that the screen is too low. And, yeah, actually, they do movies out here, so the railing is in the way. Ooh, yeah, you can spank me for that one. Sure, a little cruise talk, why not? This sailing turned out to be a late-oriented sailing for me. I'm usually up early, no matter what. I'm talking 6:30 to get a start. On the day, maybe it's because, like, previous sailings were a lot shorter, but here, well, no. I would stay up late, usually karaoke to 1, 2, closed it a couple of times, then sleep in as much as possible. I think the longest, though, I think was 8:30, but for me, that's it's pretty long. And then naps in the afternoon, which is fine, but a little bit strange. I know some people kind of do it differently. There's always people up super early, like at the early riser breakfast and walking around the deck. And usually I'm maybe a straggler, but I'm right there with them. But this time, no, I just tried to sleep in as much as possible. Did make me a bit anxious that maybe I was missing something. I made morning trivia 3 times, but I'm okay with that. And I only went because I just happened to be up. And one of them was definitely after the time change. So I think I will, I don't know. Well, I don't want to decide ahead of time because that just takes the spontaneity out of it. But that's something worth considering. Do you want to be an early cruiser or a late cruiser? Yeah, here, it kind of straddled. You know, there wasn't like a lot of intense activity at night. There was no club or anything like that. And just things got a slow start in the morning. So it was like, well, you know, it's kind of take it easy on both ends. Whereas some cruise lines, or some ships actually, it's very different. There's stuff going on till the late hours, and there's stuff starting at sunup. I don't know. I would like to next time go to one of the stretching things. You know what? Well, our next opportunity is right around the corner. It just dawned on me. I'm not in 10 forward. I will be grabbing a quick breakfast. Well, guess where? Don't have to be out of our staterooms until 9, which is pretty good. I got plenty of time, like 45 minutes, so scarfing down a breakfast sandwich definitely will not take that long, but this is when they start knocking. No big deal. They just started calling for debarkation, so I'll probably have at least, I don't know, a half hour, 45 minutes until my tags are called. It's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. This is the egg and cheese croissant with cheese. No, egg and cheese. No, the egg and cheese croissant with ham that has so far eluded me. Well, not really. I just never made it down here. Well, goodbye, fair indulge food hall. You have fed me well. I guess we should do a quick not tour. There's probably better ones out there. Just some of my observations of a rather ordinary balcony stateroom here on the beautiful new Norwegian Prima. So yes, these beds, yeah, they do appear to split. I didn't have them do it this time. I didn't think they did. I only realized it later on that that was the case. I guess that goes in the middle. Shelves, okay. The desk is an okay size. There are these two little shelves here, but, well, the cruise line puts stuff there, the glasses and all this stuff. I'm sure I could have moved it, and my stateroom attendant would have left it that way, but I didn't. Other way. Other than that, it was enough. It was enough. I didn't really have much, just my equipment over here and the papers over there. And there's these two little cubbies right here, I guess. Actually, those were good for sunglasses. There's Type A and Type C USB, so that's kind of awesome. And, well, just more outlets over there. Oh, the mirror lighting control is this switch here behind the phone. And, well, there we go. Oh, the balcony light is the one over here by the bed. Yes, that's for the balcony. And, okay, the screen, nice. The TV selection is typical Norwegian. It's not that great. They just have some movies and a couple of TV shows playing. Closets, okay. Hanging space, a couple of shelves here. And on this side, more hanging space. And this is one of those convertible shelves. I would prefer more shelves. Like, I think this side should be all shelves. And more shelves over here. Although, plus one, my rollerboard fit there perfectly. The bathroom is, oh, and there's these hooks there. That was actually good for drying stuff. Not supposed to leave it on the balcony. Okay, one thing about the bathroom, and this is the switch here. This door is like really heavy and it slams shut and the springs are really tight. I don't know why this bothered me so much this time. I'm trying to think if other bathroom doors either stay open. It does not stay open. That's what bothered me, but just the heaviness of the door. Yeah, and having to like crank it open every time. So I ended up just turning the lock just to keep it open. So all I would have to do is pull. But even that was kind of annoying. So I came up after a couple of days with a little trick that I used when en suite to just, yeah, deal with that. Hold on. Ta-da! An open bathroom door. Yeah. I just took a hanger and just sort of like, I don't know, wedged it in there in a way. It's hung on the door and then it just keeps it open, which ended up being absolutely perfect. Then, you know, I could just keep the light off in the bathroom overnight. Well, which I thought would be a problem because there is no nightlight in here. I don't know which ship it was. I think it was Divina that had a nightlight in the bathroom. Couldn't turn it off, but it was very, very dim, absolutely perfect. However, I should have showed you this before. That closet light is a motion sensor. So if you leave the closet open, let's see if I can get this to work. There we go. Leave it open as you walk up to the bathroom. It turns on, and this is just enough light to, well, I'll let you all figure that out. This turns off with the stateroom lights, I'm pretty sure. All right, well, there you go. Oh, I do like the artwork on the walls. This is quite novel. Reminds me of Margaritaville. And, oh, the lamps. Yes, there's Type A and Type C. That is awesome. Oh, that switch right there does control the main cabin lights. The bed, I don't know, I think it pulls out. I'm not really sure. It's nice for sitting. Yeah, napping, not so great. We already covered that. There is a fridge in there. Never used it. And, well, that's it. That's our balcony stateroom here on the beautiful new Norwegian Prima. Yes, well, the sign is probably mostly for the bigwigs and agents and whatnot who are going to be on board over the next couple of days, but something caught my eye. Maybe I've seen this before, maybe not, but I do have a question. Yeah, do they know something we don't know? Will we be cruising the universe soon? That over there is, I believe, Texas City, where all the oil sort of comes from, and will come from again in the future. I'm out of my stateroom. I was only 2 minutes late, but I think that'll be okay. I just wait. My luggage tag is pink. I have no idea when that is. It was the only color available. It was either green, which is first, or pink, which is whenever. I'm just gonna wait. I don't mind being the last one off the ship. since I'd kind of rather wait here than at the airport, of course. And I figure it'll be easier to get like a lift to the airport. People will be arriving, and then, well, they're gonna have to go back. So I think that will work out just fine and dandy. My luggage tag has been called, so it is time to head down deck 6 for the gangway. And oh boy, off to the airport. Oh, hopefully my luggage made it. And no, there's still people hanging out. I don't know, maybe I'll just go.
Deck 6.
Deck 6. All called. Okay, go. Can't go that way. Let's see. Nope, can't go that way. This way? All right. Uh-oh. Ooh, red carpet treatment. At least I'm the end of the line. I guess that's it. Slower, but better. They do the immigration clearance on the ship, but there's only 2 stations. I guess that's why the line was so long. All right. Well, bags and then airport. I definitely prefer an escalator to 4, 5 switchbacks. Oh my gosh. And there she is. I'm off the ship. All right. Pretty nice debarkation process. Like I said, it was a little bit slow because they only had 2 facial wrecks on the ship, but once you do that and step off, you're good to go. I am here in front of, well, I'm not sure what this is. I guess it's a train terminal, or the Galveston Railroad Museum now, and I don't know if you can see, but yeah, there's a lot of people back there. And in another slightly surprising example of why everything is better in Florida, Uber, Lyft are not allowed to pick up at the terminal. Only the corrupt establishment of the transportation bus providers, probably in some sort of back deal collusion with the port, yeah, are allowed to pick up there. The rest of us, oh, whoopsie daisy, yeah, have to schlep out onto the street. Yeah, well, in Miami, at Port Canaveral, and Fort Lauderdale, everyone's free to just get picked up where they want. I mean, for a ride home. Or I mean, just like from the cruise, right? My plan was to stay here for a couple of days. Interesting little town, but unfortunately, Kima and the other park are closed for the season. Yes, I have not complained. I've been tripped up by this before, coming from the land of, well, 24/7, well, 24/7, 365 parks. You forget other places actually have seasons. I feel like I've been stuck at the airport for 5 hours because I've been stuck at the airport for 5 hours. No, not really stuck. This is planned. Everything's on schedule. It just had a 5-hour gap because oddly, American flies, obviously, well, clearly, expectedly, better word, from Houston to Miami, or I should actually say from Miami to Houston. There's one at like 6, one at 9, one at 11, and then the next one's not till 5:30. What's up with that? All right, I'm just walking around randomly because nothing else to do. They have art to the beholder. Remember the question I asked at SeaWorld a couple weeks ago? The answer is yes. They actually would prefer World War III or nuclear war over the potential of a secret deal between the president. And by president, I of course mean Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, that maintain the peace. Now here's the question though. What if the president knew that the only way to keep the warmongers at bay on both sides was to make a little backroom deal? Now mind you, there's still absolutely no evidence of this, but isn't it not possible given everything else, given the fact that we did have peace for 4 years, that maybe things were done to ensure this or that? I don't know. Still, the question is, what's better? A potential backroom deal that honestly doesn't hurt anybody, or World War III? Still, I'd love to know. You know, I just realized there were no Halloween decorations anywhere aboard Norwegian Prima. Good grief, Houston Airport. You need to send somebody down to actually use the bathrooms occasionally. Then you shouldn't be running an airport. Aircraft is here. I think maybe 10-15 minutes to boarding. Then home, back to Florida. And the fun continues. Line in a really good movie a while ago, I think it says, loyalty has its benefits. Well, of course, the French aircraft broke down, and it will not be flying tonight because the parking brake is stuck. So, of course, as soon as Captain makes the announcement, I get on the line, I call reservations, and they book me on a flight tomorrow morning, which was at 4:55 a.m. Not so much. And all right, man, Princess, I will tell you, I am so out of practice with this. It is absolutely sad. So I get in the queue. I was only number 4 because I was right up front, just to get like a hotel voucher or something. And I heard someone just say United, you know, the other airline. And I thought, wait a minute, there's got to be a United flight. This is a big hub for them. So I asked, can you put me on a United flight? And she's like, why, yes, I can, because of your status and loyalty. They were able to book me, confirm me actually, on a flight that leaves in less than an hour. So I have to figure out where the train is, right over there. My bags almost certainly will not make it. So we'll have to figure out what to do about that tomorrow. They'll just deliver them to the house sometime, but that's totally fine. I had everything I actually need with me, and yeah, they can have my dirty cruise laundry. Good to go. I made it onto the United flight. I will still have to check on my bags when we get to Miami. Likelihood of getting this lucky? Ooh, I don't know. I actually wouldn't take that bet. Nope, not lucky. And a Bud Light lounge. Why? I didn't think I would be lucky. There were still guests or passengers behind me in the queue who were moved over as well. All right, now the trek to find my bag. I'm gonna stop at United Baggage Services to see if it happened. Slim chance they made it on this flight. Then if not, probably not. Gotta schlep over to North Terminal to talk to American. Nope, not transferred. I didn't actually expect them to be. It was just one of those things that could happen. On my way over to the North Terminal to talk to American to sort it out. Most likely they are still in Houston, and they will just put them on a flight tomorrow and deliver them to the house. That's what happens. It's their fault because the aircraft went out of service. They take care of all that. All right, well, now I just have to walk all the way to the other side of the airport. Another huge cruising tip. I think I've only heard one other person say, never fly in the morning of your cruise, but also never take the last flight out the day before either, because if something happens, well, things can really happen. And here's where it ends. We are back at MIA, waiting for the car to take me home. But not after dealing with our little issue. The bags are still in Houston, hopefully at the Houston airport, and not just in Houston, the city. They will be sent down tomorrow, and after which delivered to the palace. So it's going to all work out. I don't really need anything that's in there until tomorrow. Hear me? Yes, exactly. But I was thinking about it, and after this fantastic adventure, Mr. Beast Burger, how random, Nickelodeon Universe, and 12 days aboard the beautiful new Norwegian Prima. If this is if this is the price I'm paying, okay, I can still be very thankful for my problems.